We want to calculate the derivative of y equal 1 over log base 3 of x. Recall the rule for the derivative of the log functions. If we have the log functions base a of x, and if you want to find the derivative of these functions with respect to x or dx, the rule says that we take 1 divided by x and we multiply to the ln the natural log of the base a. So this is the rule for the derivative of the log base a of x when we take the derivative with respect to x. Now in this case, our log is staying down here. So to find the derivative, we have to bring it up, right? So you can apply the power rule. So I'm going to make the log base 3 of x. I can bring it up here and make it -1 power. And now we can apply the power rule to find y prime. To apply that, we take the power, bring it down, -1, in front of that log, and we will subtract 1 from that. So -1 subtract 1. And that will be -2. Now, because there is an inside function, so I'm going to multiply to the derivative of the inside functions due to the chain rule, right? So we have the inside function. And I'm going to take the derivative of that now according to this formula. The base is a is 3 in this case. So we have 1 over x and multiply the ln of the base, which is 3 in this case. Okay, and I can rewrite this one as minus the log base 3 of x, and we have the power of -2, and again you multiply that together. So I can also combine them. So multiply that to 1. On the top, I will get log base 3 of x to the power of -2 over x and the ln of 3. Okay, and we can further rewrite this. We can bring the -2, bring it back to the bottom, and change that to log base 3 of x and to the power of square. And again, we multiply with x and ln of 3. Now, how do we get the answer in this format? So we have this step right here. How do we make it look like this one over here? Let's simplify that all the way on the left side here. So we have -1 over the log base 3 of x to the square power multiplied to x multiply ln 3. Now, I'm going to apply the change of base formula to this part right here. Recall the change of base formula. If we have the logs of let's say log of base b of a, then this is equal to, using the change of base formula, then you can borrow another log base c of a divided by the log base c of b, right? In this case, I'm going to change this log base 3 of x. So I will borrow the c. In this case, I'll take the base e. So log base e of x divided by log base e of 3. And then I still have the square outside. And then I still have x and ln of 3. But then recall, the log base e is just ln, right? Log base e is just ln. So instead of writing log base 3, I can write the ln of x divided by ln of 3. And then square and still multiply with x and oops, that should be at the bottom, and I still have the multiply with x and the ln of 3. Now when you divide by ln of 3, you can flip it upside out, right? Change that to the numerator, and you still have the square right in outside, and then at the bottom you still have ln of x square, and then multiply to x and ln of 3, right? Because you are dividing by another fraction, so that is the same as multiplying to the reciprocal of that. So ln of 3 is flipping up here, and then make sure you carry the square outside together with that. Now the ln of 3 it will cancel with one of the factor from the numerator, and that's why for the numerator you only have minus ln of 3 left up there, and at the bottom you have x and multiply with ln of x everything square, and that is your final answer in this format. So the derivative should be minus ln of 3 over x multiply ln of x everything square.